let's speak about the Christmas period on the whole then. How will that look for the players? I know you've said in recent years that it's important that they spend time with their family on Christmas Day in particular.
Yeah, the way it's fallen is we won't be training Christmas Day, so they'll be given programmes to do over certain days of that. But the games sort of take care of themselves. It's the other lads in between really that aren't playing regularly. Those who are going to play in a few of the games will just need rest and recovery, quick turnaround, and then you're ready to go again. It's the other ones in between that you have to trust, and we do trust them because we've done it before, and they have to log into a system and everything, so they're monitored and they all do the work.
Have you had it before where you've trained on Christmas Day?
Yeah, we always did. When we were at Forest and at Liverpool as well, yeah, I can't remember having a Christmas Day off.
How times have changed?
Yeah, well, it's just different. We did both, at Derby and at places in the early years and stuff, and we tracked the results, and we didn't see any significant difference between whether the result on Boxing Day, whether you trained or didn't do on Christmas Day, and that's got to be why you do it. There's no point in bringing people in for the sake of it. It must be it gives us a better chance of winning Boxing Day. Well, if the results don't prove that, then there's no point.
Let's move on and speak about the opponents on Saturday, Sutton United. A couple of minutes, quite literally, before we hit the record button, we received news that Matt Gray had been relieved of his duties at Sutton. What was your reaction to that?
Always sad when a manager loses his job, especially everything that Matt's done for the club over the last few years, getting them into the Football League on very few resources, and they're trying to develop the ground and everything, and I know they've had a tough season. I don't see them being that much different on paper, even improving a little bit. I just think it's the strength of the league that's caught them out this year. I don't think they're playing any different or have changed much. There's just a lot better teams, which have meant they're struggling down the bottom. But he should be remembered there for everything that he's done for the club.
But they have struggled, with that said, this season. Most people, pundits and observers, are putting it down to them losing quite a number of their key players.
Yeah, and then you've got to try and replace them into the sort of mould that they've been used to, and that's difficult. But they did lose a lot of players in the summer. That's another factor as well. Most importantly for us is how it's going to affect them on coming this Saturday. And you never quite know when a manager leaves. I don't know if they'll have anybody in place, so they may well have a temporary manager, and it's how the players react to that.
In that sense, is it difficult to prepare for?
Yeah, it is, because you know pretty much how Matt had set up in the past. Somebody might come in with a different idea, and they might change personnel and formation.
They're a side who you've struggled against in recent years.
That's an understatement.
I was being kind.
I'm very kind, yeah, you're very generous. We've not beaten them in, 6 attempts, something like that. So it's about time we did. It's a Harrogate situation where we've got to beat them sooner or later, and Saturday would be a good time to do it. But there's a reason they're a difficult team to play against. I know Stockport have just put 8 past them, you might say, in the bottom of the league. Honestly, that won't count for much on Saturday.